Oh, okay. Yeah. What was that? So where it's gonna be at? Where they having it at? For Mondays?
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 14 of the NFL. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. Charles Davis. And Charles, we'll take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
At least one of going to
victory last week. They put it together in every phase.
Not too long ago.
Good defense and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month underway in Week 14. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now, Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't
try to get me a sick off
on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each position.
Sit on the post.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively right after.
And you were telling me pre-game before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
All right, sis.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Let's
go. We fighting. We struggling to make these playoffs. Let's go.
Against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
Well, the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I'm glad I didn't go there, because I seen I could have went. I don't want to take no chance.
Defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
Good job. Good first down. Good first down, baby.
23 yards to pick up there.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll keep it moving down the 15-yard line.
So look, you put some more that you wash your hands stuff, huh? Put some more of that coconut oil in. I think I had, look, that tube up there, that tube that's up there on the dresser, yellow tube, oh, yeah, right there where that orange off can is, the yellow tube, right? Come put, right there, come back, right there where your nose at, right behind that, yeah, put that in your hand. Yeah. No.
So they'll come up after the game.
Just put it all in your head because it's rub it in.
It's Eckler again. And tackled down.
It's like leaving conditioner and softball, but
yeah. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side.
I think you had a little bit softer for you to comb it, too.
You noted where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's going to work.
Stop there on third. They could have held it 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to ball their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from
She got a job after that job.
big time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't start
animal sprite.
down.
They're all gone. You can put that and that put it outside. Put it outside. And the current can in front.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. This will be caught at about the 6. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety back.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go and gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. The quick slant caught. They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a third and goal. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it, because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Oh, shit.
Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit.
Oh,
they did not break, and then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Look at the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams.
Cross.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Herbert now. And his throw.
Nah, he throw the other throw so fucking perfect, but this throw, man, come on.
7 now on the year.
Bullshit.
They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make
It's not that fucking bad of a quarterback.
About football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
Ew.
So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Oh, come on. Put backspin on the fucking thing.
Continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. J.C. Jackson normally in coverage, this time coming up and making a stop behind the line of scrimmage. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flush to his right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Come on, Salik. What?
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Gaskin.
You didn't get it. Oh, this bullshit. I didn't get that shit, man. Oh, fuck that. We challenging that shit. Oh, it won't let me challenge. Oh, they cheat. They cheat, boy.
We're scoreless after one.
Until we did not get that first down.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play from the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end.
You call you meet me back?
And down inside the 10 here before he's out.
Did you call you meet me back?
Just 3 yards.
I told you to call her back.
And that's going
She
to
called me
bring up
on my
the
phone.
4th
She said
down.
she was called to fucking.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Herbert on first down now. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield.
This guy is so sorry over here.
A tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessful.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, Number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
So, you drove 8 hours before the just to stay one day. They drove back.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Two and now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And they get 17.
Jacksonville.
Another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well.
We had things to do. It wasn't just to stay for a day. We had stuff to do. I told you that.
Pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays.
Didn't go just for to go. I had stuff to do.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But they didn't get a whole lot.
It was not a pleasurable trip.
Continue to try and run and try and keep
I had stuff to do. And I had to go back to work.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Again, they run with Edmonds. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, the ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a give to Edmonds. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
Oh, come on, man.
Incomplete. And that snap is a defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Dancing to his left. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders in the Dolphin field goal unit. This just a 24-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight. We got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out. Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Sliding out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't think you want to keep throwing 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, man.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, the offense knew that they were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Well, smart, I guess. History. Everything.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to get out of bounds right at midfield. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
How you don't throw the ball?
And he's good.
God, why?
Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Throw the fuck.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. We're going to touch this first half after all. It's 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
You just don't want to hurt your feelings.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he's down inside the 5 and no longer before he's out of bounds.
No.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
I weigh 111 pounds, he weighs 130 pounds. Huh? Not bad.
Don't hit no bad, dog.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Well, I ain't gonna say catch the lightning.
Being chased out
I did
left.
catch the food.
And he'll be forced
What a flag.
shy of the line of scrimmage. So that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Yeah.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Herbert joins off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for LA on 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made the decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
You probably
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. And first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We start with a battle in the NFC. Carolina making the long journey to the state of Washington to take on Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. Drew Lock has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head down the West Coast to Santa Clara to check on the Niners at home at Levi's Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady, 4 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Josh Allen, terrific in the victory as his guys blew their record to 9-4 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? Find out. Let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fielding just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your ball.
His 3rd interception. Nick Needham picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Oh, this is BS, man.
Hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Herbert off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try and get him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level, and the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 103 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Eckler, touchdown, Chargers. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Igbenogany elects not to return. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Tua sets up to pass it.
Oh, come on. That's supposed to be the
He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A handoff. It's Eckler. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got an open
slant.
It's Josh Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Daniel Agma there on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You ain't watch it yet? Yeah, that's good.
The Chargers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
I ain't never been there before, so I can't tell you.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown.
He got that new restaurant too, though.
They took a major step towards getting there with that big play.
Called Sung something in the 1st quarter. Sung Chow, something like that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very
yeah, he ain't been here yet.
You're not
Guess
getting
he's
the
still
benefits of run after catch. You tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Yeah, that's shame. Oh shit, I don't know. Just turn with us on.
Again, Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter.
It ain't nothing nowhere. That computer got to be cleaned out.
And you and I both know this
it got to be cleaned out.
Who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, come on, man.
This is picked up by the Dolphins. He's
Where'd
at
it go?
the 50.
You know, that's ain't no fumble shit.
10. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Definitely, yeah.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Thank you.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partners. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man is complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, these guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he's taken down inside the 30. 56 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Damn.
Two and now on first down. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Good job, baby. Good job.
Will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back,
Good job.
have a little vision and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing
yards
back near
what the hell?
The 39.
Ain't never seen no shit like that before. The motherfucker never had the ball
I think
off.
as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Go to cheat. Yeah, go to cheat.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On second down, Spiller looking for space. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run behind center with Spiller. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts.
First on here.
To the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Chargers,
Titans.